Hi, my name is Natalie, and for Project One, I worked with Caty and Patrick. Our initial problem statement was, snow and ice on cars is frustrating, cumbersome, and tiring. Needing to clear this before driving can delay plans and discourage drivers from leaving, but there is no easier solution than clearing it themselves. You can see that we hadn't defined a demographic for who our problem most affected. We started out interviewing college students, and we noticed that students shared frustration about scraping their cars in the snow. But we realized that students living close to campus have a short commute and rely less on their cars, viewing them more as a luxury than a necessity. Knowing that we needed to speak to commuters, we inquired with townhome offices to learn more about the current snow removal services that they provide to their residents, and asked if they believe residents would be interested in a service that clears snow and ice off individuals' cars. A key takeaway from these conversations was that not all residents would be comfortable with someone scraping their car for them, but that many residents could be interested. We then spoke directly to townhome residents who validated our problem. Here are some clips that we have from our on-site interviews where we tried to gauge interest in a service that would clear residents' cars for them in the mornings.
Definitely clearing the car in the mornings. I work about an hour away, so it's definitely put in a lot of time to my morning commute, especially when it's really cold outside.
Definitely annoying in the winter when I have to get up in the morning because I never get I don't really want to spend 10 minutes like shoveling my car clean.
I drive a car every day.
I go into my office 3 days of the week, so pretty much just those 3 days are mandatory.
Not prevented me, but definitely thought about it. During the last winter storm, I actually rented a car just so I wouldn't have to deal with this.
I mean, depending on what the plans are, I'll sometimes cancel, but not all the time.
I would dream of missing work because I wouldn't actually miss.
Right.
But definitely if it's like a social thing, then I would want to go. And yeah.
If it's not something where I need to be, then yes.
Depending on what extension they do, I would pay around $20 to $40.
$5?
If it was like a monthly service, probably like around $20 a month.
Okay, cool.
Anywhere between $15 to $20 per time.
Overall, some of the major pains townhome residents had were that clearing their cars before heading to work can be difficult and tiring and can lengthen their commute time. Many residents would also cancel plans if it meant that they would need to clear their car. Additionally, some gains from our service-based solution would be a shorter commute time and less frustration about driving their cars after a storm. Our empathy map summarizes our interview findings and the viewpoints of our final customer segment of residents ages 20 to 50 living in Ann Arbor townhomes who park their cars in an uncovered outside parking lot. Also, after finishing our interviews, our revised problem statement is, daily commuters living in townhomes who are unable to park indoors find it frustrating and cumbersome to clear the snow and ice off their driveways and cars before driving to work. Many townhome residents have snow removal services, but are individually responsible for clearing their cars, which is tedious and inconvenient. We currently have 2 potential solutions. As discussed, one would be to provide a service to scrape townhome residents' cars. Another would be to create a windshield cover product to prevent snow and ice from sticking to the cars. Feedback regarding a potential product-based solution is as follows.
Yeah, I've definitely looked into those, but for me, it would be pretty inconvenient, because I never really check the weather as much as I should.
No, that sounds pretty interesting. Okay.
I've heard of them before, but I'm not sure how effective they would be because what if I don't remember to put it on my car before it snows?
I've not heard of that, but that sounds like a really good product.
Cool.
Overall, our problem is verified because clearing one's car is a common problem among car owners, and there are existing products to combat this problem. Clearing cars is also a service that townhome residents would pay for. After realizing car owners had less interest in a product-based solution, our go solution would be to work with townhome residents to provide a car clearing service that is paid for on a monthly basis. Thank you.